Once upon a time, in a kingdom where every season bloomed like spring, there was a princess known as Seraphina, the Rose Princess. From the day she was born, roses had sprung wherever her tiny feet touched the ground, and her cradle had been woven with crimson petals that never withered. The people of the land adored her not just for her beauty, but for the warmth and kindness that seemed to bloom from her heart like an eternal garden. Seraphina's gown was no ordinary garment. It was said to be spun by the fairies of dawn, each layer crafted from the essence of roses kissed by sunlight. When she walked through the royal gardens, the roses bent gently, as though greeting their queen. A crown of crimson petals rested upon her dark curls, woven with such delicate artistry that even the morning dew seemed reluctant to disturb it. She was the living embodiment of grace and nature's love. Yet, Seraphina was not a princess confined to the marble halls of her palace. She roamed the fields and villages of her father's kingdom with bare feet and unguarded laughter. One bright golden afternoon, as the sun poured like honey across the land, she wandered into a vast field of wheat swaying in the wind. The stalks glittered as if dipped in molten gold, and in their midst stood the king, her father, surveying the harvest. He was a man of great wisdom, his crown of silver resting lightly upon his head, his eyes carrying the weight of countless seasons. "Father," Seraphina said, her voice as soft as the rustle of roses in the breeze, "how beautiful is this kingdom, where roses and wheat grow side by side. Roses feed the heart, but wheat feeds the soul. Together, they make life whole." The king looked at his daughter with pride. "You see what many overlook, my child. Beauty and sustenance are threads of the same cloth. One cannot endure without the other." Just then, from the edge of the field, came the sound of footsteps. An old woman, bent with age and burdened with a bundle of wooden sticks upon her head, passed nearby. Her face was weathered by years of labor, her hands marked by struggle. Many noble ladies would have turned away, but Seraphina walked gracefully to her side, lifting part of the heavy load from the woman's shoulders. "Let me help you," the princess said kindly. The old woman's eyes widened with surprise, for never had royalty touched the burdens of the poor. Tears welled in her wrinkled eyes as she whispered, "May the roses of your soul bloom forever, dear child." The king, watching this moment, felt a quiet joy swell in his heart. He knew his daughter was not just a princess by crown, but a queen in spirit. The whispers of the land carried her kindness far and wide, and the people called her the Rose of Wheat and Gold, for she belonged not only to the gardens but to the fields, to every heart that toiled and dreamed. But fate, as it often does in stories, soon tested her. One summer, the skies turned dark and the rains withheld their blee.